Welcome back to San Diego Market Movers. I'm your host, Jason Yoss. Again, I'm back with Lisa Warner. Lisa, great to have you again.
Thanks.
So, Lisa, we talked a lot about location. As a real estate agent who handles all of San Diego County, what's your favorite neighborhood to work in here in San Diego?
I have to say, it would be Allied Gardens. Most people go, where is Allied Gardens, right? Allied Gardens is almost dead center of San Diego. So it is that neighborhood. If you are heading east on the 8 freeway, you'll notice San Diego State up on the hill to the right. Allied Gardens is that neighborhood on your left. So the great thing about being in Allied Gardens, and I've lived there for a little while now, is you are so close to everything. I'm fortunate enough, we have Padres season tickets. It takes us 15-20 minutes to get down to the stadium. But if I go visit one of my kids in Santee, I am 10 minutes over the hill. It is so great. If we decide to head over to North Park, I am maybe 10 minutes, depending on how many lights I hit when I hit North Park. So we have zoo passes. It takes about 10 minutes to get to the zoo. Downtown is, again, 15 minutes or so. So to me, as far as location goes, it's great. Not only that, but I have very quick access to the freeways. I go down one way, and within 5 minutes, I'm on the 8. I head down the hill in the other direction. Within 5 minutes, I'm on the 15. So it's a great thing, 20 minutes from the coast. It is really very central to everything. I'm 5 minutes from the new Snapdragon Stadium, which makes it great. So if we wanted to go to a San Diego State football game, we could actually walk there, and it would take us about 20 minutes to walk there. So for me, that is truly very central to San Diego. So it doesn't take us very long to get to wherever it is that we need to go.
That is a fabulous answer. And I'm one of those people who's at Allied Gardens, but when you describe it, I know where that is. Now, tell me about affordability. What can I expect when I'm looking to buy a home in that neighborhood? Am I getting a condo? Am I getting an apartment? Am I getting a beautiful single family? Talk to me about that.
Okay, so they're predominantly single family homes. Most of the homes have been built in the late 50s. Some have slid in the early 60s. But the great thing about it is they're very well built homes. The only thing that may be an issue is the original cast iron piping if it hasn't been replaced. However, most of the homes are single stories. They really weren't building 2 stories back in the 50s. Certain people have added on, so there are 2 stories in the neighborhood. Affordability wise, they start in the mid 7s and will push all the way to $1 million. Depending on how many updates people have done, if they've added on or not, because traditionally the homes in Allied Gardens run about 1,400 square feet is the average. Some are smaller, some are a little bit bigger, but walkability is great. You're near parks, which is awesome. There's even a pretty big dog park that's there. You're close to a library. You have grocery stores at what I call the top of the hill and the bottom of the hill. Most people know Allied Gardens. If you know where the Kaiser Hospital is on Zion, it's the neighborhood up the hill. So there's a couple of schools, so you're very close. You could walk your kids to elementary school. They could even walk to their middle school. So it's very nice, and it's a neighborhood that's in a huge transition. Most of the families that bought there back in the 50s, unfortunately, they have either passed on, and so those houses are being sold, and they're being purchased by those younger families. So you've kind of got a mix of those people that have been aging in their homes, and then you have all these great young families that are moving in that are kind of reviving the neighborhood, which is really nice.
I love it. Honestly, this is probably one of the best hidden gems that I've heard someone talk about, and I hope that more of our listeners out there reach out to you about Allied Gardens. That sounds amazing. Lisa, thanks so much for being on and sharing that with us. Everybody else, make sure you tune in next week.